Are you interested in the world of luxury art? Have you ever wondered how certain paintings are classified as fine art and sold for million-dollar prices? There are many reasons why people choose and admire pieces of artwork. Art is frequently aesthetically pleasing, and viewers who appreciate its beauty and shape can get a great deal of enjoyment from it. Importantly, art has the ability to bring people together by generating a shared understanding and a sense of community. Today, we'll be listing down the top 10 most expensive artworks ever sold. Before that, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, click the subscribe button below and the notification bell to get notified whenever we post our top 10 list for each video. Without further ado, let's begin. Top 10 on our list is Untitled by Jean-Michel Basquiat, which sold for $110.5 million in 2017. The stunning 1982 painting of a skull by Jean-Michel Basquiat sold for $110.5 million at Sotheby's, making it the sixth most expensive work ever sold at auction. The sale of Untitled, a painting forged from oil stick and spray paint, was a thrilling moment at Sotheby's post-war and contemporary auction, with at least 4 bidders on the phones and in the room, sailing past the $60 million level at which the work, forged from oil stick and spray paint, had been guaranteed to sell by a third party. Yuki Terase, who manages Japanese business development for Sotheby's in Hong Kong, won the winning offer over the phone against dealer Nicholas McLean. For our top 9, we have the pendant portraits of Martin Schulman's An Open Carpet by Rembrandt van Rijn, which was sold for $170 million in 2015. Rembrandt painted the couple's portrait of Schulman's and Capet during their wedding in 1634. These were his first full-length portrait paintings. The artwork is now on display at the Rijksmuseum and is co-owned by the Rijksmuseum and the Louvre. It was once owned by the Rothschilds. And even though they alternate between the two museums, they're always shown together and have never been separated. Top 8. The Nu Coche or Sur le Côte Gauche by Amedeo Modigliani. Amedeo Modigliani made the picture Nu Coche or Sur le Côte Gauche in 1917. It displays a nude woman reclining on her left side. The artwork was included in a Modigliani show at the Tate Modern in 2017 to 2018. The picture was sold at Sotheby's in May 2018 for $157.2 million, setting a new auction record for the artist. It is highly acclaimed for its sensuality and elongated shapes and is regarded as one of Modigliani's most famous paintings. For top 7, we have the Le Femme d'Alger version O by Pablo Picasso, which sold for $179.4 million in 2015. This painting is part of Picasso's tribute series of 15 paintings to painters he loved. The majority of the individual paintings are currently in museums or private collections. The purchasing of this artwork, the O version, at Christie's New York in 2015 made it the most expensive painting ever sold in an auction. Top 6 on our list, we have the number 6, Violet, Green, and Red by Mark Rothko. This painting sold for $186 million in 2014. This iconic picture, painted by the American Mark Rothko in 1951, was acquired in 2014 by Russian tycoon Dmitry Rybolovlev. Following this transaction, the Bouvier scandal erupted, placing Dmitry Rybolovlev against art dealer Yves Bouvier, whom the billionaire accused of undervaluing the artworks he had sold him. For top 5, the number 17A by Jackson Pollock. It sold for $200 million in 2016. While it may seem impossible to think that a painting of chaotic lines and splashes could be one of the most expensive paintings of all time, that is precisely what happened with Jackson Pollock's number 17A, which sold for $200 million to billionaire Kenneth C. Griffin in September 2016. Top 4 on our list is Nafea Fai Boipo, When Will You Marry by Paul Gauguin. This painting sold for $210 million in 2015. The oil painting Nafea Fai Boipo, When Will You Marry by French post-impressionist artist Paul Gauguin was completed in 1892. The picture, which had been on loan to the Kunstmuseum in Basel, Switzerland for over a half-century, was sold privately in February 2015 by the family of Rudolf Stechel. We are heading fast to our top 1, so make sure to stay tuned to know what it is. So for our top 3, The Card Players by Paul Cézanne. It sold for $250 million in 2011. The Card Players is a collection of 5 oil paintings by Paul Cézanne, a French post-impressionist. The 5 paintings, all of which featured various card players, were completed in the early 1890s, during Cézanne's final artistic era. In 2011, one such vision of the Card Players was sold privately to the royal family of Qatar for an estimated $250 million. The picture was sold by Greek shipping magnate George Imberikos, who built an extraordinary art collection that includes pieces by Goya, Kandinsky, Picasso, Van Gogh, and Bacon throughout his career. For our top 2, we have The Interchange by Willem de Kooning. It sold for $300 million in 2015. Interchange, also known as Interchanged, is an oil work by Willem de Kooning, a well-known Dutch-American abstract impressionist painter. The large-scale sculpture, measuring 200.7 by 175.3 centimeters, was sold for $300 million in September 2015. The transaction set a new milestone for the highest amount ever paid for a painting by any artist. The Art Institute of Chicago still has Interchange on exhibit. Top 1 on our list is Leonardo da Vinci's painting Salvator Mundi. Let us now dig in and learn why it was the most expensive artwork ever sold. On November 15, 2017, it sold for $450.3 million at Christie's auction in New York. The picture represents Jesus Christ dressed in Renaissance attire, holding a crystal ball in his left hand and lifting his right hand in blessing. The picture was made in about 1500 and was found in 2005. It was displayed in the National Gallery in London in 2011 after thorough restoration and verification. Its sale in 2017 broke the previous record of $179.4 million set in 2015 by Pablo Picasso's painting Les Femmes d'Alger version O, as the most expensive piece of art ever sold at auction. And that's it for the top 10 most expensive artworks ever sold. Which one has gotten your interest and sure made your mind blown away by the price of these artworks? Comment down below and share your thoughts. Like and share this video and also subscribe to the channel for future uploads. Until our next video.